everybody? It's your boy Real.
It's your boy Will.
And we are back with another edition of Cause We're Geeks. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and warn you right now. We are going to be talking about the Loki series. We'll go ahead and give you our spoiler discussion of the Loki.
Spoilers.
Thank you. Spoilers. So if y'all have not seen, well, if you haven't seen any of the Loki series, what were you doing? Why did you click on this? So I'll give you guys, like I said, spoilers. We're talking about the whole entire series. So if you haven't seen episode 6 yet, go ahead and go see that. Click back on this later on. But for those who have seen it, let's go ahead and get into it. So as y'all guys know, this was the final episode of Loki. We haven't talked about Loki yet. We just wanted to wait until the whole entire series was over with to go ahead and just give you our general kind of theories, just ideas, our thoughts on the whole entire series in general. So starting off, man, let's go ahead and get into it like this. Cuz, what was your overall thought on the Loki series?
They did. So this series, to me, has been the best one that they put out so far as far as the TV shows.
Okay.
Is it bold?
Because I was going, you know what, bro? Because I was going to ask you, like, I asked Terry this other day, and she pretty much said the same thing. She put him in order of the show's releasing.
Yeah.
So
okay, I can see that because WandaVision was something new for Disney. So yeah, I can see that because to me, no matter what order you put it in, I don't see it as I don't see that it putting down the other two.
Yeah,
you know. Just because I have Loki up here doesn't mean I have the rest of them like the translate.
Yeah,
right there as well.
And I'm glad you explained that because some people will be like, "Oh, he think the other was trash." No, that's not what he's saying.
Nah. It's just that to me, Loki was the best one.
Yeah.
So the reason why I think that Loki is the best one is because of how this episode 6 ended. It basically grew the phase 4. It basically started phase 4. So we know that.
You're right. It really did. Think about it.
So we know that. So post Thanos, we know that there was the one. So far, we've had the one Spider-Man movie, and then we just had Black Widow that dropped. So now it's in the phase 4. But I think Loki actually is the start of phase 4.
Yeah.
Just because of where they were and how they was moving with it. And then we knew that phase 4 would be your multiverse, and that's what we got from this. This was the multiverse being created. And that's why part of the reason why I think it is up there is the fact that they were able to officially kick off phase 4 with it. They were able to officially put in the major villain into the phase 4 saga. Yes. It was just amazing because like just starting off, it started off where Loki had disappeared going from the Endgame when they had did the time jump. So that was the starting point, and then it just grew from there, dealing with the TVA. So I just really enjoyed it from the character building, seeing Loki. The different variants of him, and then just seeing him grow as a person. Because we know like, he was a god of mischief, and then, but by the end of it, he wasn't really trying to be mischief anymore. He was actually trying to be something more. And I think him being able to do that through a 6 episode series I think it was just amazing. What about you?
Man, listen. As far as how I have them ranked, I'm kind of torn between Loki and Falcon Winter Soldier. I think because at first to me I thought Loki maybe it was steady, but I thought it was kind of slow a little bit. I don't know. I guess because to what you just said about the ending. That ending episode to me was better than both of the ending episodes for both WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier. The ending was so good to the point like it might have just carried the whole entire show. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything was led up to the ending of that being the okay. Now gave you all this information and all that stuff. Bam, is what we're hitting you with. It's like, oh, okay, I see where you're going with that.
This is where we at.
This is where we at. Okay, I see where you're going with that. You had a good point though. Yeah, technically, you know, it was a couple of shows and movies and stuff that was a phase 4 technically, but this right here is the very start of the whole entire multiverse storyline that's supposed to go forward here in this next phase. I really did like this. Like I said, the ending episode won me over for the whole entire show. But to me, man, like the way that Marvel is, listen, man, Marvel is on a whole nother level. Even me being, I like DC, you know, so I love DC. Grew up on DC. It's on, they're on a whole nother level, man. The way that they're able to, and I guess too, I think I said it before in the previous video, they are able to kind of experiment and play around with things because of where they're at right now. Remember, this is like 10, 11, 12 years worth of work leading up to this, you know, because you go from the original Iron Man, which was very grounded, to now you're talking about multiverse and time and aliens and, you know, all kind of crazy stuff. And so for them to kind of get to this point where you can do and kind of experiment a little bit with a character like Loki, man, you know, let me ask you this, bro, because of course, you know, well, you know, let me go ahead and say, let me kind of give you, for those who don't know, if you've seen this series, that there's a lot of like different Easter eggs in this series that kind of lead back to the comics, right? Like growing up, I didn't know too much about the time variants. I knew like certain parts of the whole entire Kang mythology. Like I knew that Kang was a time traveler, because everybody knows that. He has different carnations of himself throughout time. Like he was Rama Tut in Egypt and other characters throughout time. Now I've heard different stories on this, but supposedly he's supposed to be a descendant of Reed Richards. His real name is Nathaniel Richards. And like I heard different variants where he was kind of a descendant of both Doom and Reed Richards, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But his last name is Richards, so he supposedly is supposed to be a descendant of Reed Richards. Of course, y'all know he's Mr. Fantastic. This version of him in the movie, in the show, I keep saying movie. If you feel like a movie, but this version of him in the show is technically not Kang the Conqueror. Technically, he's supposed to be what's the man? I forgot his name. It's hold on, my bad. I got the man's name. It is He Who Remains. I keep wanting to say one overall. He Who Remains. So he's supposed to be the very last, the ending of time. He's supposed to be the last one. And so really, once again, we talked about this before. He's an amalgamation of Nathaniel Richards and He Who Remains, because He Who Remains is a different character compared to whoever Kang is. And so they did an amalgamation of that, and now he's considered the one who remains. And you know, we look at this this character, and I think I told my fiance this earlier. I did not know Kang was going to be in this series.
Yo.
I did not know. Like, that's the best kept secret. Yeah. Like, it's the best kept secret I've probably ever seen in a Marvel anything, bro. Because, you know, usually we kind of like hear like rumblings and whispers stuff. I didn't hear anything. They asked him one time on an interview if he was going to be in Loki, because of course it's already been confirmed he's going to be in Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. It was not like nobody said anything about him being in the Loki series. There was a question asked to him and he shut it down. So I remember them asking him the question and shutting it down. So I was like, okay, he's probably not going to be in there, but like, who's going to be the bad guy, right? And so you got to like episode 5 when they got to that part where they passed up the what's the name of that creature?
Basically,
Thias or something like that.
Thias,
because in the comics, Loki also, not Loki. Kang, that's like his pet. He went to battle with him, and then end up at the end turning around and converting him over into like a like his pet. So when you saw it in episode 5 of Loki, yeah, that's how it is in the comic. Like he has him like a guard dog now. And so he what was I going with that?
Him popping up, been in.
Oh yeah, thank you. So yeah, him popping up in there, like when I saw that, and then like there was a lot of other little things. I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe he is, because people kept throwing that theory out, and I was like, I don't know. Like I didn't hear anything about him being in there. Like, why would you have this character? He's a matter. I know I'm jumping out a little place because it's so much. I remember also too, probably around like episode like 2 or 3. I can't remember which one it was, and it was kind of like some kind of like Easter eggs or like links that kind of link you towards Kang the Conqueror. And I remember telling Terry, I was like, this character is so big, and you're talking about multiverses and time, changing and all that stuff. This character is so big. I don't just see him being in one movie. I knew he had to have been in multiple things because, bro, this is supposed to be the Thanos of this phase going forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I don't see him just being like in one movie. Maybe him being in the end credit scene like they did Thanos in the first Avengers. You know what I'm saying? To kind of give you a little tease, like, okay, this the guy that's going to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I kind of was thinking. So when they did put him in this series, I was like, you know what? That makes a whole lot of sense, though. Like I said, best kept secret. Did not think that they were going to bring him out there like that, but
yeah,
he did his thing, bro. What you think, though?
Oh man, it was fantastic. With it, I was talking to Jay about it because he didn't know who he was, and I told him, was like, bro, this is Kang. Like, this if they do it right,
yes.
This can be, this saga could end up being better than the Thanos saga, the Infinity Stone saga.
You think so?
You think so? Yeah, absolutely.
Make us listen.
Just because,
I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. And plus, that's like when I seen him pop up at the in that 6th episode, and how he was kind of acting all quirky and everything. I didn't think at first. I forgot that there were different versions of Kang throughout time. So my thought was like, he's Kang. Like he's too. Too like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? It's like weird and everything. So then I forgot that, okay, so then he kind of explained it in that episode. It's like, hey, if you kill me, there's going to be another one of me that's going to pop up or whatever. And then we saw toward the end of that episode, they had that statue that's Kang. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but yeah, what you saying?
But I was telling him, if they do it right, like this saga can be better than the Infinity Stone saga just because of the multiverse alone. Because you end up having your different variations of characters. You have your different variations of what can be villains, heroes. Like each is going on. It just gives
you gonna play with a whole lot of different things.
Exactly. Yes, and I think that's why they have to have the TV shows to be able to do all of it. Is because how many movies was it? Like 22. 22.
23. It's out of 20. It's between 22 and 24. So yeah.
So you have 24 movies, but I don't think with a multiverse you'll be able to just contain it in the 24. That's why you have to throw the shows in it as well. It's because you end up having so many character variations, and you can end up shortchanging yourself if you don't do it properly. So that's why. When I saw that it was him, I'm happy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, what? Like, bro, like I said, I told Terry, I was like, I don't know how they kept that secret, man. Like something that big, because folks been asking, like, yo, where's Kang? Every episode, like, oh, Kang gonna be in this one, or Kang gonna be in this one. It's just like, because you saw so many Easter eggs and things kind of linked towards Kang and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so let me ask you something, man. Like you said with the multiverse,
with the judge.
Yeah, Ravonna Renslayer. So in the comics, she is supposed to be the love interest of Kang. So you saw in that episode where Miss Minutes gave her a little folder or whatever, and she went through that little time door. Supposedly, a lot of people are thinking that she's going to go back in time to see a younger Kang to prepare him for where they at right now. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Loki ended up going back to the TVA, and everything was complete. Well, not everything was completely different, but there were some things that changed. Like Morbius and them is still there, but they didn't know who he was, which is crazy. Because I thought that place stood outside of time, which is that threw me out. But go ahead,
and that's what's so crazy about it was when that happened. It's like, So is this a different time period? Is this a
Yeah,
different
because
universe? It's like, but
everything still looked the same. Her
is,
outfit, his suit, and everything. The way they were talking, like, oh man,
is,
we gotta find out this and that is. He's like, okay,
yeah,
yeah, guys, I just came back from this. This is what happening. And then this also they looking at him like, we know who are you? At first, like he was just
yeah,
messing with him. At first, I'm like, okay, it's not time to be playing around. And then he really was like
yeah.
looking serious, like, whoa. And then you saw Loki turn around and have that like startled look on his face, and that's when they showed the statue of Cain. And I was just like, what the? God was telling Terrence, I thought that place was outside of time, so it didn't even
Exactly.
matter. And
Yeah.
so I guess when Cain kind of, I'm sorry, when Nathaniel Richards showed that circle, he was pretty much
Hmm.
saying how it's this one steady stream. And so
Yeah.
now that circle has branches coming out of it now. So
And
like
those
that,
branches got branches.
yeah, exactly. Those branches got branches. No branches got branches. No branches got branches. It just kept branching
Yeah.
out because you kept hearing the
Yeah.
thunder in the background when he was kind of like looking kind of startled, and they thought he would
Mhm.
just like start off a time or something. And it's like, no, no,
Yeah.
no. There's something happening. You need to, we need to figure out what we're gonna do here. And so, let me ask you, because you said something about the multiverse, and you think this could be the best, probably saga out of both the Infinity Stones and this one,
Yeah.
because I think you told me this before. Your wife was kind of getting lost in this whole entire series.
Yeah.
Just talked to mine today. She said she was lost,
Mhm.
and I
Yeah.
started thinking to myself, do you think that this whole multiverse thing, you think is going to alienate people who don't know the comics like we do?
No, I don't, because I think the TV shows might throw people off, like Loki. But I
Mm-hmm.
think when it comes to the movies, that it's going to be so compact is what is going to be allow them to get a better understanding. Because when it comes to we only going into Loki, we only knew of one character,
Mm-hmm.
Loki,
Yeah.
the one variant. Everybody else is they introducing a ton of new people and trying to keep up with these different people, and then you have the variations. That's a lot. So that's why I understood being able to of getting lost with that. But when it comes to the movies, like when they go into Ant-Man and Woman, the Quantum Mania,
Yeah.
you have your main players in there. Now you also have Kang, who's already been introduced. So you're not really going to introduce another 15 people out of nowhere. You're actually going to just grow on that. So I think the movies will be able to keep people grounded and understanding. It
Mm-hmm.
will be the TV shows because they have more flexibility to include more people
Right.
because they have a longer time period of it. So that's why I said, like, when it comes to the multiverse, the TV show is going to play a really important role of being basically those glue spots of
Yeah.
putting everything together to have it moving forward. So,
I
but
just
yeah, I
don't.
think
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just saying, I don't think it end up alienating. I think the TV shows might slow people down, but I think the movies is what's going to pull them back. It's like, okay, now I'm understanding.
Yeah, I hope you're right, bro. Because I was telling Terry this earlier too. I hope that it does not get too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said in that episode, we saw it was like branching, and those branches
Yeah.
got branches, no branch got branch, no branch got. It's like
Hmm.
it took a jillion different timelines and multiverses out there and stuff. And I just don't want it to get too crazy. To
Hmm.
like Marvel, like I said, they have the kind of like the pipe the what am I looking for? Yeah, now they're able to
Yeah.
kind of explore and kind of toy with little things because they have the audience now. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
especially after Infinity War, everything Marvel. So what they gonna do now? So, okay, what they doing now? Okay, what they doing now? And
Yeah.
it's just like I don't
Yeah.
want them to just get too crazy to the point you just
Hmm.
start losing people. And
Yeah.
so let me ask you this, bro. So it's been confirmed. If you saw the episode 6 end credit, it's confirmed that there is a Loki season 2.
Yeah.
But also, this is a rumor. Of course, Hollywood Reporter is the one that reported it, but there has not been a confirmation from Disney yet on this. So supposedly they are going to have Loki in the Doctor Strange 2 movie. And when I heard that, I kind of thought about what you said on one of the videos. You kind of predicted this. You said because he has he's kind of involved right now with the trying to get the multiverse back in order and all that stuff, that he would probably end up being in either Spider-Man or Doctor Strange, since those two movies are for sure we know are dealing with the multiverse. And so when that came out, I kind of thought about what you said. So do you actually kind of explain why you think that they will have Loki in there? Like I said, it's not 100% confirmed, but the Hollywood Reporter is the one that reported it, and they're not just some throwaway news cycle. So, like, tell me why you think that Loki will be in the Doctor Strange movie.
Just primarily with the dealing with the multiverse, he has a better understanding of the multiverse than to me anybody else.
Other than
outside
Doctor
of well, outside of the TVA and Doctor Strange, that's why he will be needed to be in it, because even to me, he has a better idea of what's going on than Doctor Strange, because he was there talking to He Who Remains. And so he knows like what caused this, and not necessarily what can fix it, but definitely knows like what caused it and what could be coming with it as well.
Exactly.
So that type of knowledge, to me, I don't think that Marvel will leave that type of knowledge and a person with that type of knowledge and understanding just on the sideline for season 2. Like, so you're just gonna leave Loki on the sideline for a full year while all of this is going. So, because I mean, I guess it'd be kind of a year, because Doctor Strange won't come out until beginning of next year. But I still think it would be too long to wait until June of next year to bring Loki back. Because
wait, hold on. Did they say when they were shooting Loki though?
No. I'm just going off of because Loki dropped June of this year. I'm just saying, was it May?
No, June. No, wait. No.
It was 6. So yeah, it was June.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. So that's why I was just saying June of next year is because when it dropped this year. So I think it'll be too many movies between here and there for them to wait to have him back on it. So I think him being in Doctor Strange, with the knowledge that he has, him and Doctor Strange being able to do what they can to try to curtail everything, to prepare for the impending war of the multiverse, because you know it's coming. You absolutely know it's coming. The multiverse
you got Infinity War and Multiverse War.
Yeah.
And Secret Wars.
And Secret Wars. Yeah, that one's gonna be fun. But yeah, that's why I just figured that's what was gonna happen. Was that we're gonna get this is gonna be the point where the multiverse happens, and we know that it's not going to end in Doctor Strange, because they still have the whole thing. But I think that him being in Doctor Strange will be able to. So there's something coming. There's a bad dude coming, and there's a war coming as well, and it's going to be something serious. And it's not just going to be us who will be needed. It's going to have to take everybody, the multiverse, basically, to be able to deal with it.
Man,
because the whole thing is,
I kind of wonder how they're going to beat Kang.
Exactly. That's what I'm curious as well.
Yeah, because I know in the comics they beat him, but like the way that they're setting him up now is like the dude seems to, like, from what we've understood from this Loki series, that time is just one huge loop. So once time has ended,
when it bangs, done properly.
Yeah, like time, it ends and then everything explodes and it's back to the Big Bang Theory, and it's a whole loop again. So it's like with she killed Sylvie kills the one who remains. He dies, and then of course when Loki is sent back, everything has changed, and now you have Kang that's over everything now. And so if I'm just like, so how are you supposed to beat this guy? It's like every time you kill him, everything starts back over. So this is gonna be an interesting phase here, man. Because I know they said that phase 4 is gonna be short, and it's gonna just jump right into phase 5. So phase 5 might be we starting the multiverse thing, like every show, movie, everything's gonna be dealing with the multiverse, which is gonna be kind of confusing to me too, man. Because you got the Hawkeye series coming. Oh, excuse me, that's another thing too. So they're saying that the What If series is going to be a show about what's going on within the multiverse, which is why it's a What If. So everything you see on there
Okay.
is like different versions of these characters and all that stuff based
Yeah.
off of the
That's
multiverse.
perfect.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And when I heard that, I was like, you know what? Like you said, that's perfect. I didn't think about it like
Mhm.
that, but that kind of explained, like you were saying, you're gonna have these different stories of these different characters in different type of forms or whatever. It's just, bro. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm excited to see what kind of where they go with this. But then that's what I was going to say too. Like a lot of them shows, like or movies, I should say, like Shang-Chi. Like
It won't touch on it. I don't think it'll touch on it.
you see what I'm saying? So like if this next phase is going to be officially like the multiverse phase, then you're gonna have movies like Shang-Chi. You're gonna have shows like Hawkeye, which I don't think that they're have anything to do with how. Okay, so supposedly Kevin Feige said this too. He was saying that you're going to see the effects of the multiverse. Not saying that they're going to deal with the multiverse, but you're going
Yeah.
to see the effects of the multiverse within those shows and those movies. So, go ahead.
Is that how Abomination gets into Shang-Chi?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So,
Huh.
I mean, that's like I said, bro. Listen, with the possibilities, man, of the multiverse, man. Because now, of course, you already knew these rumors were gonna come out. So now, folks are automatically jumping to, oh, the X-Men are gonna be here now, and it's like
Yeah. Uh,
I don't
Not
know for a
necessarily.
fact, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, with the way the multiverse is setting things up, bro, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But like you said, Abomination, I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah.
if he was to pop up in something, would you really be surprised? I'd be like, oh my gosh, Abomination. But
Mhm.
after what we just seen happening with the multiverse stuff, like everything's on the table now, bro. Everything's on the table. And I know you
The-
don't want this, but what if this is a way to kind of weave Iron Man back in?
I mean, I can see it. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I don't want it
Yeah.
because I want his death to still have meaning, and I think they can move forward with him more of an AI instead of a body.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Uh, One thing that we haven't talked about, I haven't seen it yet, but
Mm-hmm.
the replacement ending of uh, WandaVision this for the season finale.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that.
Hmm.
It's like because Kevin Feige kind of explained that the reason why he didn't have Doctor Strange in the series. Now, of course, I was one of the ones that felt like I ain't saying you gotta be in there for an hour and a half or nothing in the last episode, but kind of like
Yeah.
show something leading towards Doctor Strange. Nothing in
Yeah.
that like last little episode or whatever showed anything that, like I said, if you have never even knew Doctor Strange 2 was coming out, what in that show showed you was going to Doctor Strange 2? Nothing. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like so,
So
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I do have one thing about that. Maybe they did. Maybe they did have something in there that we didn't know until now. The
What you,
kids. When we heard the kids' voices, what if that was the multiverse happening? Remember, in this universe, the kids were her
yeah,
imagination.
yeah.
What if in the multiverse they're
They actually
actually
real kids.
sentient?
Yeah,
Yeah, with the powers and everything.
yeah.
What if that? What if that is what is the multiverse, and that's what links to Doctor Strange? I know
Hmm.
it's a lot of what if.
Yeah, no, hey, that's what we're
We
here
won't.
for. We don't
Yeah,
know 100%. We just speculating on what we know so far. You know what I'm saying? Or
yeah,
from what we know so far, to say.
yeah,
Because, like, I guess the whole idea we had coming out of WandaVision was that whatever she was going to do was going to cause the effects of the multiverse.
yeah,
Not knowing that actually it was Loki. It was you're like 2 series ahead. You wait till the 2 series down, then it's
yeah,
gonna start affecting the multiverse. Because, like you said, she had a whole family and everything, and people cross over this little red barrier. They're completely different and all that type of stuff. So everybody thought, okay, yeah, she's gonna be the cause. Like I said, we thought because we already know supposedly her show is supposed to lead right into the Doctor Strange show. I mean,
yeah,
movie. And so, come to find out, maybe it's technically Loki because at the end of Loki, everything started going haywire, and we already know that Doctor Strange will have to be the one that go in here and try to see how he can fix it or whatever the case is. And so, like I said, I remember the end credit, but like you have to really like screen, you have to really like scroll in and zoom in and kind of see that little clear person coming down. I was like, nah. I mean, like I said, if you were gonna put him in there, cool. If not, don't worry about it. We know we as the comic book fans and people who watch the movies and stuff and like are into the movies, we know according to what y'all told us, he's supposed to go into Doctor Strange too. Yeah. So that's my thing.
Which is understandable. It's just so exciting, this next phase. Seeing everything getting ready to flow through. I'm ready for this what if to
hey, we gonna
like you said, with the building up the multiverse, it's like
less than a month. Less than a month. We'll be out August 11th. Like I said, man, shout out to Jonathan Majors, man. That boy on his way. That boy on his way, man.
He is.
Like I said, he played that part. Like to me, I think he took over that episode. Like he was that episode. Like I said, when they got into that I can't think of the name of that building they were in, but he when he came out that little room or whatever, the light lit up and he came out that room. I was like, "Are you serious?" From that point on, he stole the show, bro. He stole the show. I just remember to see him as Kane because he was, like I said, at that point he was kind of like quirky and all over the place, kind of bizarre. Like I'm ready to kind of see him as Kane, man. See how he's gonna carry that character, man. It's gonna be big for him, man.
Yeah, it's funny. My wife, she didn't know who it was at the time. She just watched it and say, and when I saw her, say, "You know who that is, right?"
She called him, what she call him? Lovecraft Country. That's Lovecraft Country.
That's what I said. It was like this Lovecraft. And she's like, I can tell because of the beard. Like, she's like, oh yes, this is good. But this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome. Like and when it comes to the people who they select for these characters, like they've been on point with this. So for them to select him, like there's gonna be something fire coming from him when it comes to this particular role. That's gonna be fun.
Then on top of that, man, they got people who not only can play in shows, but you can take them and put them in movies. Like I said, Jonathan Majors is about to be in a movie too with the Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumania. So not just only in the show, but he's gonna be in the movie. And I don't know if Ravonna's gonna be in the movie. I probably would guess she would, because like I said, in the comics, she's his love interest. And Miss Minutes gave him her envelope or a folder from the one He Who Remains. So I don't know. Like I said, right now, man, from this Loki has showed us kind of the direction they're gonna go in. We kind of got an idea, like, okay, like this is how it's gonna begin, and we know what's going on and all that stuff. Like I said, it's gonna lead right into Spider-Man and into Doctor Strange and stuff like that. And like you were saying, the What If series, that's gonna probably be. I recommend, like, if y'all don't, before y'all kind of go into, Doctor Strange and all that cold turkey, watch that What If series, kind of get an idea, like, okay, so this is what I'm going to expect in these other movies and stuff, with like you said, with the whole multiverse thing. Because, oh man, like I said, I can't wait. We got less than a month, August 11th. We'll be watching this joint. Coming out on Wednesdays too, which is crazy. I know Disney started moving their shows up to Wednesdays because I think the movie's going to be on Fridays, so they didn't want them to kind of like run into each other, which is smart. It's smart.
Yeah.
You got it. But you got anything else, man? Oh, in fact, what do you rate this show from a scale of 1 to 10?
I would give it a 9.
Oh,
I wouldn't call it perfect. But it's definitely great. That ending episode was so phenomenal.
Yes.
But I would give it a 9, just because like they had their quirky moments that made it fun, like Loki, alligator Loki. I love that little guy.
Hey, they have an alligator Loki shirt. I'm getting that joint.
Yeah, it was just fun. But I give it a 9. It was great storytelling. Unlike uh, all of Black Widow, this truly moved the storyline
Oh
forward.
yes,
It,
oh
it, it
yes,
basically is the
yeah.
storyline
It's the
with the
beginning of the storyline.
multiverse.
So yeah,
Exactly. So I think they did great with it. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad they did this. I didn't know that I needed this, but Tom Hiddleston as Loki, yeah, whatever he's in as Loki, I'm watching. So
yeah,
it's happening. What about you? What you rate?
man. They did this one, bro. They did this one. Uh, I know Richard E. Grant. He was the old Loki, man, and I saw an interview with him talking about the old Loki. Like he said he thought he was gonna put on the muscle suit or whatever. He didn't think he was gonna just be just straight him in a green suit.
Regular,
Yeah. And
yeah.
so man, I like that interview. It was a funny interview. But yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. Give it an 8
Mhm.
only because, like I said, it was like a slow burn. But when you got
Yeah,
to that ending, boy, you sure got burnt. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So you got
yeah.
definitely got burnt. Yeah, like I said, I like that it's the beginning of the phase. I want to say phase 5. It's
Mhm.
like because like I said, you're gonna have other shows now until we see these other shows and see what Kevin Feige was
Continue.
talking about as far as like you're
Exactly.
gonna see the changes within the other shows. I'm going to go ahead and say this is going to be the beginning of phase 5, bro, because this is going to change everything, man. It's going to change
Yeah,
everything. But like I said, I liked it. I gave it an 8. I definitely recommend if you have not seen it, man, or seen all the episodes or whatever. I recommend that
yeah,
you go see it.
yeah,
It's good. It's good. It stuck the landing where the other two shows really didn't stick the landing.
yeah.
Like
They
WandaVision didn't really
wobbled.
stick it. Yeah, exactly. Falcon and Winter Soldier, it was okay. The landing was okay, but this one,
Nailed it.
oh yeah, you definitely nailed it. But if that's all we got, man, we're gonna go ahead and
Yeah,
wrap it
man.
up here. We gotta thank you guys for rocking with us. Guys,
Yes.
please like and subscribe to our channel. I know you want to see one video up. We have other videos that were on our old channel, on another channel. I didn't move them over here, but we will have more videos for this channel. This is our official Geek channel, Glow Sun Geek channel, and we hope that you guys have enjoyed. We hope that you guys can please like and subscribe to this channel. There will be
Hit that
more.
bell.
Exactly, hit that bell. There will be more geek conversation just like this on different movies and different shows. Like we said, man, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Oh yeah, and happy Space Jam Day. I have my
Yeah.
11s on today, man. I'm over there somewhere. Yeah,
I
but
can't watch it yet. The wife's not home. I gotta
oh
wait till
man,
she
we
get
gonna
home.
go to the movie tomorrow and watch it, man. Might you know what? Might do a little review on that. We'll see how that go. Might do it on here like next week or something. We'll see. But yeah, like and subscribe to the channel, guys. And for all the other channels that we have too, guys, you guys can click on our page and scroll over to the channels. You're going to see the other 2 channels that we also are on. You can follow those channels too. But with that being said, guys, this was a spoiler review or spoiler discussion of the Loki series. And there will be a Loki season 2. So with that being said, it is your boy Real.
Your boy Will.
And y'all boys stay geeked. We be out.